I've launched over 600 landing pages in over 120 niches. And today I'm going to show you the exact 3 steps my team and I took to take this landing page from 4.41% conversion rate to 16.67% so you can do the same. Ready? All right, let's get into it. Step 1. We wanted to redesign a new offer. Now, when this client came to us, they had 3 big problems to solve. Number 1 was a low conversion rate with their Google Ads campaign. 2, they were struggling to stand out in a competitive finance market. And 3, they were getting low quality funding leads, right? So a better offer fixes all of these things. More conversions, better leads, stand out from competitors. Trust me, out of the hundreds of landing pages and funnels I've seen, every single time. Change your offer, change your business. All right, so what is an offer? Well, an offer is just what the prospect gets by taking the action on the page. A lot of businesses have a really awesome sales offer, aka what they sell, but they have a shitty lead generation offer, aka how you want to get someone to want to speak with you in the first place, to get the lead, right? Because of this, they struggle to get leads and to grow the business. And even though they know they are better than their competitors, their messaging and their marketing does not communicate that, right? They can't stand out and they just sound like more of the same. And here's the thing, right? You have to get a lead before you can get a sale. So if you don't get that lead, you can't make more money. So how did we create this lead generation offer for this client? Well, the first thing was to speak to their sales team, right? The people on the front lines who actually take the calls, speaking to the target market for 8 hours a day. Marketers should always start there. So chatting with the sales team gave us our first breakthrough. We found out that the team were frustrated with the lead quality and the fact leads weren't educated enough. So we interviewed them to find out what was the conversation on people's minds and what would actually make a qualified lead so that we could reverse engineer that into the marketing campaign. So here's the thing we found out from the interviews and the research, right? People don't actually want invoice finance. What they want is to get a good deal on a business loan fast so they can fix whatever cash flow problem is going on in their business. Invoice finance is just a vehicle to take them from a crappy before state where their customers haven't paid the invoices, but they need to pay their suppliers, right? A gap in the cash flow, to a dream outcome. And what we want to sell is that transformation. They don't give a shit about invoice finance. Sure, that's what the business cares about, but it's not what the market cares about. We need to care about and sell on that transformation. Plus, when we were chatting to the sales team, we found out the questions, like what's the conversation on the mind that the leads are having. These were, what are the rates? What are the payment terms? How much can I get? And how fast can I get it? So boom, now we know we've got the data right, how to reposition our offer, and we can redesign the above the fold. So because this is a Google Ads campaign where someone is actively looking for invoice finance, it means that they are at the solution to the most aware end of the 5 stages of awareness. We don't need to get fancy or lead with intriguing stories like we might do on a Facebook ads campaign. They know what they are looking for. We just need to understand what is their next micro step, right? And then we can create an offer to get them to take action. And what we know, because where they are in that stages of awareness, well, their next micro step, because they're looking for finance, is to speak to someone to answer those big questions, right? We also know that if they are looking for finance in this space, they needed it like yesterday, right? They've got cash flow issues to solve fast. We just need to show them on this page that we understand them and that we can help them and that we can help them to go where they want to go, that dream outcome, that transformation, right? So for this campaign, we transform the offer from invoice finance, not really an offer, to get up to 500K, apply today and get pre-approval in just 24 hours, with the call to action being apply today and get your pre-approval in 24 hours. It's very simple. It tells them what they're going to get and they're going to go, yes, that is the next step that I want to take with you. Then down the page, we can explain more about who the business is, our finance client, and how they can help, right? Once we understand the new offer, then we can write the new copy. And that's step number 2, writing new brand response copy. Now first, why do we call it brand response copy? Well, it pairs the brand voice and tonality with the persuasiveness of direct response, right? So the brands we work with don't want hardcore steak knife direct response. They're scared of being too salesy, but they want to make more money. And you cannot do that with wishy-washy branding copy, right? It needs to be hard-hitting, it needs to be persuasive, and it needs to motivate someone to take action. If you want someone to do something that you want them to do, you can't have light, fluffy copy. That's just the reality of the situation. So brand response paints the brand in the best possible light, and it's true to congruent with all of your other marketing, and it actually converts traffic into leads. It's a win-win. Now, when we're writing this page or any landing page, we just think of the page as a digital salesperson or a digital appointment setter. And when you shift that mindset, your pages are going to be way better, because then you think, what would a real person need to say to make this sale? Now, disclaimer, the sale is not always an exchange for money. They might need to pay with their time. And the point of this landing page is not to close them and get them to pay money. The point of this landing page is to sell the call. It's a digital appointment setter. All right, so here's what made good copy, great copy, high converting copy on this page. The first is the above the fold. That's before someone starts to scroll. We want to make sure the above the fold is congruent with what we sold in the click, right? So whatever was promised in the Google ad, it's reflected above the fold. Otherwise, they're going to bounce and leave the page. So how do we do this? Well, we create different headlines or brand new pages for different campaigns to match what they searched for. For example, for this client, there is a different page for trade finance versus invoice finance. And even down to the keywords, we dynamically change them in the headline based on what someone is looking for, because we want them to think, yes, this is for me, that's what I'm searching for. We also need to consider the user's behavior. This doesn't just exist in isolation and people do what you want them to do. People are batshit insane, right? So we have to match it to the temperature of traffic. So we need to crawl into the minds of the target market. I'm running a business. I'm basically effed because I owe all this money to my suppliers. My customers aren't paying me. I have this gap. And to keep my business operating, I need to close that cash flow and I need to close it fast. I'm going to Google, searching something like invoice finance. I'm going to open the first 3 to 4 pages that pop up, and I'm just going to choose the things or opt into the things that make the most sense, that show me that they understand me and have what I want. Now, our page is going to be one of those, right? They're going to be scanning this page with those 4 questions the sales team gave us, and we need to quickly answer them or they're going to leave and run into the arms of a competitor. So we need to make sure our messaging enters the conversation in their heads. It stands out from the competitors and it actually says something different, right? Don't copy your competitors. Most businesses fail. That's about the worst strategy you can have for your marketing. Now we have the offer and we have the copy. We can take the page and design it up. So step 3 is designing a great design. For our designs, we focus on proof, UX, and making sure the copy is easy to read, right? Overall, a great offer and a fugly page will outconvert a beautiful page with a shitty offer every single time. Trust me, I have seen the fuggliest ClickFunnels pages outperform a beautiful, branded, over-the-top design page many times because it's simple. So we need to remember that the design, it's complementary, right? We don't want it to distract from the offer and the copy. It should only enhance those things, right? And everything on your page should earn its spot there, right? It's valuable real estate. So don't just add things for the sake of it or to make it pretty, right? That's not what we want to achieve in our design. Crazy design distracts people. Keep it simple. Then you can test things out if you want to see if it actually works. Now, my favorite proof tactic in the design and the copy is to use the "Is this right for me?" panel. And we use it on a lot of campaigns because people literally have this question in their head. And then we can use social proof with intent by leveraging the testimonials next to it. Now, overall, the page is easy to read. There's no distractions, and of course, is 10 out of 10 on mobile and needs to be. And that's it, team. The 3 big steps to take this landing page from 4.41% to 16.67%. Now, the only thing better than information from this video is implementation. And if you're a B2B or high ticket B2C business doing 1 million plus, you're ready to double your business, and you want someone to build and manage all of this for you, then just click the link below and you can book in a call directly with me. No sales bros, promise, and you can apply to work with myself and my agency. Or if you just want more info and you want to DIY this bad boy, check out this next video, which reveals our entire lead machine system in action. I'll see you in the next video.